How are you doing? Welcome to Good Dawning. My name is Josh. Used to be Mr. Floyd, and welcome to another episode of Good Dawning. And we keep trucking on, right? How you doing, Helene? Grateful to see you. Welcome, and we'll give it a few minutes, see what or who anybody piles in outside of Helene, which we are grateful for. Beautiful soul, and thank you for still being here. All right, welcome, and yeah, let's see if we see what we get today. If you are watching this in the rewind or the replay, please do like, subscribe, hit the bell. If you have noticed there that we have posted some channelings, and so today's channeling will be posted tomorrow, yesterday's channeling will be posted today, and so forth. So if, I've been my mom in the background. Um, Welcome, grateful. Yeah, I'll see if anybody. I know the notifications are a bit slow, or not even going out anymore in some cases, which can happen, and we have no control over that one. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we'll give it a few moments, see if we get anybody else in here outside of Helene. There we go, Lakeside Laura. Hello. How you doing? Two of us. Three. Who's the third? Third time's the charm, right? All right, guys, welcome. We don't need the face cards here. How we doing, Lakeside Laura? Thank you for your amazing bowl yesterday. Grateful. All right, there's 6 of us here now. Awesome. All right, so let's see what we got here, guys. All right. We got the Kuan Yin Oracle, and if you missed the yesterday, child did a, I think I threw it in the Discord, which may or may if we go on the 6th and they make us upload my ID and then do an iris scan and a fingerprint, and no, I will not be going. The Discord will be dead as a doornail. So I'll take it down. I won't even be able to take it down because I won't get into it. So because I won't give them my info in that manner. So yeah, so Discord as of 2 days will be looking for an ID, an iris scan, and a fingerprint. And then I'm believing it that every time you go into Discord, it won't keep you auto logged in. You'll have to use your iris scan in order to like get in every time. You have to like scan your eyeball. So as a AI recognition. So I don't know what's going to happen, but most likely, at least on my end, I will be completely off of Discord because I won't capitulate to AI listening in and iris scanning and possibilities of what they're saying and any of that. So yeah, so we'll see what happens here, but most likely it'll be disintegrated. Welcome, guys. Debs, Bonnie, Helene, Lakeside. Grateful, guys, that you're all here. Let's see what we've got from Kuan Yin today. I'm going to pull this card right here. It's screaming at me. Good dawning. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I am doing well. We made a shift yesterday. If you haven't, there's a couple things on the channel. I posted the video I said, I'm finally doing what I said I'm going to do, right? I posted the video that I said I was going to post yesterday. So if you want to check that out, that's the, you only hear it when you hear it. And that's the video that flipped my script. I've been sitting in the energies of where, and now I'm sitting in the energies of grateful it's already here. When you switch that around, first off, you feel a lot better. So when you're sitting around going, I don't have a job, or I'm sitting in somebody's basement, and I'm not giving you anything that you can't see, right? And so, but yeah, so as you keep sitting in that energy, it gins up that energy, right? You're going to gin up the energy of not having what you're looking for. But once you wake up, like me, I woke up to, wait a minute, I can sit in that energy. It feels terrible, right? But now I'm sitting in the energy of I'm grateful that my universe has come together, right? I'm sitting in the energy of the anticipation of. I don't. I'm going to partially blame it on the eclipse and what's been going on, but yeah, I have no idea. But I'm grateful. If you are in the same spot, we can talk about this. But if you're in the same spot there where you're feeling the universe is caving in, are you seeing it from the other side? There's 2 different energies. Bonnie Binsky, Angela. There's 2 different energies here that you can see, right? So if you're standing in the energy that where is everything? I'm seeing the lack. I'm not seeing anything, and it sucks. And the panic that comes with all that, right? If you sit in that, the energy is just going to keep generating that same energy. You're not going to get anywhere. What I learned and I'm noticing for myself and generally is seeing is that no, sit in the anticipation. People say feel it before you to get it, right? Feel well when you for years I couldn't really figure that out. How do you feel what you don't have? Well, I can't explain how it shifted, literally there was it's like a delineation where I just felt like, oh wait a minute, this is, and the other end I can't explain it. But when you're sitting in the energy of wanting something, wait, it's not going to come. But when you sit in the energy of grateful that it's already here, even though let's be honest, it's not, but it is because all timelines already happened. So I've created, right? So what are we creating? And I'm learning. This is a huge lesson that I've learned, and we're going to talk more about this because it's really in how perception of your universe, shifting the perception of how you see your universe, shifts your inside, and eventually will shift what you see on the outside. And that's finally we can make some movement, right? That's what it's about. And I am stupendous, fantastic. I love that word, stupendous, right? Verizon just crapped out on me. Fourth time laughing my ass off. Hi to anyone I missed. Sorry about that, Debs. Yeah, Verizon used to be like, wait, can you hear me now? But now it's apparently it's T-Mobile. But yeah, so crazy. T-Mobile tried to get rid of itself many years ago because they didn't have enough customers. So they tried to let Sprint buy them out. And it all didn't work out. And now T-Mobile's the largest and has the best. So what does that tell you then? If your universe is in not moving right, if you just keep plotting message yesterday too, because I had been, you heard the energies. Do I kill good dawning with my universe as it is? No, you keep plotting on. Why? Because if nothing else, it makes me a better person, helps you guys to become better people, and whether this creates my universe and somehow it just becomes my like living universe, right, or not, you keep plotting on. You don't give in to the energies, right? All right. So today's card is Mother Fierce, and this is from Kuan Yin. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured in the midst of any apparent challenge. I'll take that. Thank you. Or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into your power, know that you are safe, you are protected, and you are loved. So yeah, are you stepping into your power? That's the question. And so yeah, yesterday I learned how to step into. I think it came through the instruction manual from the universe came through and how to step into more of my power, and instead of sitting in the energies of lack or well, woe is me, Charlie Brown energy, right? I used to Cosmic Charlie, Grateful Dead song. That was me. Cosmic Charlie, how do you do? Right, and so yeah, but yeah, you can pull yourself up by the bootstraps and stand in the energy of what you're wanting and already stand in it. Feel it's there, right? Just don't step in poo, right? And watch out where the huskies go and don't step in. Well, you don't want to eat, but don't step in the yellow snow, right? Don't eat the yellow snow either. And don't whiz on an electric fence, whatever you do, right? All right. Um, Go Frank Zappa. All right, so let's see what we got here from, this is the deck we got from Blindly Inspired, the Master Ascension Light Code deck. And so let's see what we've got as far as cards go. Mine was going off for 7 hours, so very grateful for the silence. From doing well. What was going off? My fuzzy 2 weather for me. Mine is fuzzy too. It's weather for me. Here it's like 65 and gorgeous, like every day, which is great. But we got like a wildfire in Boulder, or we had one, and we haven't had really any measurable precipitation since last fall. I was standing in it back at Rider Rocks. That's the last time it really rained here. And if that gives you any idea, like that's November, October. So yeah, you can't even dig. You want to dig a hole, you can't because it's like thud. The ground is just solid. All right. And there's no snow on top of the mountains, so that makes it even more fun, right? You would think in March, now it's usually like the peak pack, right? There's no pack to peak. It's going to be interesting. Yes, picture is kind of off. Smoke alarm battery. Oh, wow. Yeah, who was that? Suzette. She had a smoke alarm battery going off for months. Like the smoke alarm fell into her wall or something. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but eventually I think she got it. But yeah, it was beeping for months. Um, last I haven't talked to her since. I mean, but that was a while ago. But I imagine it's been fixed by now. But yeah, she had a smoke alarm like literally from like a couple of months in a row going off. I don't know if they couldn't locate it or what the deal was, but we are finally getting rain favor. We could use like a week of rain, like nice, slow, but steady rain. But that doesn't happen. I've never seen that. The longest I've seen it rain here is like a few minutes. honestly. Not like all day or anything. All right, let's see what we got today from the Master Ascension Light Code deck from Archangel Raphael, Kelly Kolodny, and Blindly Inspired, who I believe is alive today, noon Eastern. So let's see what we got here. All righty. Today's card is the Akashic Records. So review your past lives, and you can do so by contacting Viviani, right? Akashic Records. View your, or Diane G. View your past lives. All right. So next card is DNA. Heal and evolve. And there we go. So healing, and if you heal yourself, you may heal your DNA and vice versa, right? So let's see what we've got as far as current, right? Celebrate. Find your joy. It's asking you to stand in your joy. And last but not least, forgiveness, right? So releasing dysfunctional energy, and that's something I've been doing lately myself, is release dysfunction in my energies. All right, so if we go in order here, Akashic Record, reviewing your past life. So stand where you've been, right? See where you've been, past lives, past universes, past energies. All of it ties together into now. Stand in your DNA, right? Your DNA. Stand in, heal, and evolve. Stand in it, right? Stand in the healing. Find your joy. That's your current, right? So find your joy, and of course, releasing dysfunctional energy. By doing so, you'll be able to move forward. And so release any dysfunctional energies. Tina, how you doing? All right, NGB, I was wanting to see if anyone else in the family would change it. It was me, LOL. What was changed? All right, let's see what we got from the Daily Crystal card. All right, this is our crystal deck here. Let's see what we got from the Billy Crystal cards here. Yeah, and the alarm light was still green and it wasn't going red. Every now and then it was like it was supposed to be doing So he checked wires and I told him about the bee's nest. Ooh, favor. I had that. I had a hornet's nest and I woke up at like midnight with 1,000 hornets in my bedroom. There was a hornet's nest that was in my air conditioner, and one day they weren't there, and one day it was occupied, and there was tons of hornets in my bedroom. I was like 6 years old. We got it cleaned out, but yeah, that was fun. Waking up, there's hornets, everywhere. In my face, on me, in my room, in the hallway. All right, today's crystal card is Red Jasper. And I'll own this. Take action. So yeah, I got to take some action here in some fashion to move my universe forward. But we have been, but the action has to come through too. So you can take all the action, but sometimes action still can lead to nothing. But you can't control that sometimes, right? I have finally gained enough weight to be soft and squishy. I love this. Aw, nice. Sandra, welcome. Wonderful Wednesday. Blessings, Josh, and team, everyone. Welcome, Sandra. Grateful to see you. Let's see what we've got as far as today's number goes. All right, we'll take both of them. Wow, they're like everywhere. 233, positivity, right? You have to stay positive. If I fall into the negative in my situation, then I'm going to be toast. And anybody does. If you fall into the negative, then the universe is going to pick up on that, right? It's going to make it harder for the universe to deliver anything into your frame. So 233, positivity. Positivity, joy, hope. Let's hope it'll show the card. There we go. Positivity, joy, hope, compassion, optimism, and sacred joy. This card brings a message of positivity and compassion, reflection on how you can spread joy, hope in your life and the lives of others. Consider your mindset and how to maintain optimism and hope. So there you go. Maintain that optimism and hope in your universe. Believe me, I am in mine, and it's made a difference. I actually wasn't in the optimistic state, right? The past few days, I was not. Yesterday, that shift happened, and now I know it's something good's going to happen. I can sit in it's not happening, or I can just let go and say, yeah, it's happening, and it's fine. 44. That means the angels support you, right? Take a risk. So Courage, initiative, creativity, planning, realism, and boldness. Now is a good time to take action on tasks that require initiative, creativity, and risk taking. Get organized and make plans with realistic expectations of success rather than waiting for things to change on their own. So there we go. Right. There we go. Get off your Hillary Duff, right? And see what you can create. Basically. And that's, yeah, kind of our favor. All right, guys. Help put out the coffee open when you're utilizing it, right? Grateful. All right, let's do some energy work. We'll call in our guides and angels and kind of take it from there. If you didn't notice, if you check it out yesterday, well, you heard it most likely. But the channelings are up and they'll keep getting posted. We'll see what YouTube does. But who knows, right? But yesterday's channel is posted, and then, or not yet posted. It will be after Good Dawning at some point, and then today's channeling. I can't get to it. It takes 24 hours before I can get to it. So tomorrow I will get to this channeling, whatever it is, and then we will post that channeling the next day, and so forth, and so on. I could go backwards too, and I may go backwards and do some of the older channelings. All the dates will be in the titles themselves, the dates, the original dates of the channelings. But yeah, so we've got like 500 to post, so that could take me quite a while. But at least now I can download all of my all the good dawnings, right, and save those to either Google Photos or save them to a hard drive, right? And then I can take off all the channelings time after time and time now. But it's going to take about 500 channelings. Would take quite a while, a couple weeks at least. Tina, need to get off Hillary Duff to do her. Tina needs to get off her Hillary Duff and do a report so she can get paid for the month. There you go. Favor. I'll be right back. Got to be a moderator on another channel, y'all. Oh, favor. Okay. Favor there. All right, so let's see what we've got here. We're going to bring in our guides and angels and take it from there. So if you want to go join me here and take a deep breath real quick and you want to follow. Breathe in and release from your end. And we call in our guides. We call in all our angels. We call in all our spirit animals, dragons, and whatnot. We call in all of our ancestors that work with us. We call in all of the archangels and ascended masters and anybody else that works with our energy. We ask Isis for a pyramid of protection today with love and light. We ask Archangel Raphael for healing today, and we ask Saint Germain, of course, for the healing violet flame and the alchemy of today as well. We see each other in the highest light, and we are grateful for our guides, angels, family, animals, and what the like, cryptids, and like that are with us, that work with us during the day to be with us today. Grateful to our soul family. There we go. All right, let's do our breath work as well if you want to join in. That is to actually, let's Witchy, the TPS reports must be done too, right? Yeah, make sure you have 5 bosses and you cover sheets when you didn't put your cover sheet on your TPS, right? TPS report. So there you go. But yeah, exactly. So and of course we're gonna need you to work on Sunday as well. So if you can come in on Sunday, make sure you fill out your TPS report. All right, guys, let's clear some energy and then we will center ourselves and release our parasympathetic nervous system, and get calmed down, so to speak, releasing the nervous system. As Dr. Joe Dispenza would prescribe, as we're hopefully doing 3 times a day, which for myself, I can't speak for you guys. Hopefully it's making a big difference. Ascending came through my phone as ended. Just seeing the funny in life, right? All right, so join me. Whatever's going on in your universe, if you want to clear the energies from that, however so you would like to do so, is certainly up to you, since today is Wednesday and we'll clear them energies again on Friday. You can do this anytime. I'm going to use the chalkboard method. Just write down the energy that I want to clear from my frame on the chalkboard and then erase it. You can break the energy and rip it. You guys know. All right, so from my end to your end, let's clear some energy. Always better. Always feels better when you clear the energy like that. I don't know about you, but if there's more energy to clear, you can continue to do so. Or, of course, you can do it throughout the day. If somebody cuts you off in the car, immediately clear the energy. Don't sit there and cuss them out. Just, I break that. Thank you. I love you. And clear it out of your frame. Hey, Debs and everyone. Sandra, grateful. All right, so let's do some breath work. I'm going to do our breath work. We're going to center in and clear our nervous system here. So from your end, first breath, of course, is going to be seeing us taking out our trauma, like relieving our trauma, releasing it, throwing it away like trash, whatever works for you. Second one is your happy place, mine's Maho Beach. And third for you as well is then telling yourself as you release, right, that you are safe, because you are. I mean, at this moment, we're all safe unless we're not in the other side of the world, right? And so we, at the moment, gratefully, even if you're in America, you are safe as a baby in a blanket, right? Generally speaking, if you're watching this. So we tell ourselves that because then it releases our. Okay, so join us. Breathe in. Hold it for 5 seconds. And as you release your trauma. For myself, I imagine throwing my trauma away in a trash dump, right? Dumping it in a trash bag. Second, your happy place. Breathe in. Hold it. 5 seconds. And your happy place. Breathe out. And third, finally, third one is, of course, we are safe, right? So breathe in. Hold it. And release into safety. Oops, that's backwards. All right, you should feel a little better there. I know for myself, it releases the whole. I feel like $1,000,000, but I will flush my trauma. There you go. That works too. Whatever really works for you. But basically, releasing our nervous system there. If we do that 3 times a day, and you continue to do that, maybe pretty much throughout your life, as you go through, yeah, you stand in a different frame as time goes on. But YouTube keeps cutting me out. Toss me out. East Coast, we have a problem. Oh, favor there. YouTube's been acting weird, but yeah. So let's do a little bit of an invocation for peace here. Do a channeling and kind of take it from there. But yeah. So if you want to join me real quick, Archangel Raphael. We are invoking peace upon your planet. We are an understanding of what is going on, and your planet needs love. We are seeing where indiscrimination of the use of your weapons on your planet is not going to work out very well for yourselves. You have not yet learned your lessons, but we are going to send love. We are not going to berate. It's not you, as those who are watching, who are the ones we are worrying about, right? It is your leaders. You would not harm a fly, right? Most of you would not harm a mouse. You would catch it in a humane way and release it in a field, right? What we are getting at is that you are co-opted, right? You are living in a world that is co-opted energy, right? Your losh, your energy is what they are using, right? To fuel their fire, so to speak. So we are going to turn off our losh. We are going to give them, we are going to give them our energies, right? We are going to see peace. We are going to see love. We are going to do an invocation. So if you want to join Archangel Raphael, we invoke peace and love. We invoke all the helpfulness of the love of the universe. And we bring in all the peace. We all see peace in the Middle East, right? We all see peace in ourselves. We see peace in the world. We see peace prevailing. We see cooler heads prevailing. We hope y'all divide on y'all planet ends, because y'all divide in many different ways. We'll divide you off this rock, releasing transmission. All right, so there's Archangel Raphael with a bit of a invocation and a warning there, and sending peace and love to the Middle East there. But yeah, YouTube blocks me. YouTube blocks you from what we have been, Debs. It's all the end. Rebuke all tech BS. Well, as a rebuking tech BS, yeah. Speaking of that, we'll be rebuking tech BS probably in 2 days. So the Discord, as much as it's been fun, will probably, like I said, disintegrate. Since they're gonna want an iris scan, I'm not gonna give them we're not giving them an iris. You know, it's one thing, uploading your ID to utilize. I mean, I had to do so for YouTube, and that's understandable, so that I'm not like being somebody else or something. But yeah, to do so for Discord is too dystopian for my tastes. And so yeah, hi, how are you doing? We are one with the divine frequencies, absolutely. So yeah, so from my end, it'll probably, like all the tech BS that's actually, I mean, yeah, there's going to be a point. No, no, I'm not saying when or anything. Either with the freedom wins or that YouTube goes, so to speak, right? Hershey, good dawning. Grateful to see you. I'm going to try to post the link that we need to see. I can post this for you. Here, I'll pin it. I don't know what it is, but I'm trusting. So, don't. There you go. So Deb pinned wanted. She posted a link that we need to see here. So favor. There we go. So favor there. I don't know what it is, but yeah, we'll check it out. If I checked it out now, though, you'd all disappear, and that won't work. But we lose the stream. But who knows? But yeah. So grateful guys. Let's do a channeling, and then we'll take it from there. And it may be a bit of a shorter show, but that's okay, right? As long as we keep it close to an hour or less, right? But let's see. Today is Wednesday, so Hershey should be, but may not be, but should be live tonight, and she's in the chat. Good dawning, beautiful soul. With messages, with shadow reads, right? Tonight, Wednesday, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, there we go, and 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and 6 p.m. on the West Coast. There we go. It's about discernment on YouTube for our peeps. Yeah, well, YouTube, I don't know, really, it'd be best to, you could go on Rumble, right? And then you can just say what you want. But, on YouTube, you got to be a lot more careful, for sure. And saying certain things will get you busted out of the algorithm and whatnot. But yeah, so let's do a channeling here and see what we've got here for having some breakfast. Favor. My breakfast will be tonight at about 8 or 9 o'clock. I've been back on the intermittent fasting, and even the coffee should be just black, but it's not. But yeah, but I've been doing the intermittent fasting, so we don't eat a thing until like I get back from dashing 8 o'clock. And even then, if I just fall asleep, then I just don't bother. But yeah, we're back on that. Lose some weight. Getting my girly summer figure, right? By fasting, so to speak. All right, guys, so let's do a channeling and see what we've got here, and then we'll take it from there. But so, Saint Germain, we are grateful that you are our. We are channeling through Josh for you to you today, and what we are going to talk about is the energy that you are feeling inside yourself, right? Josh had posted a video on the community tab, right? And the video is about, are you sitting in lack in the energies of what you don't have, or are you feeling the excitement of what is supposed to be coming in your universe, right? What you would allow to come into your universe. The reason why we say supposed to is because you are not supposed to be in lack. You are not supposed to have things not coming into your universe, right? But if you are sitting in energy, just like your channeler has been, right? Sitting in energy of where is, what is, and I am missing, and worriment, right? When you are in energies, things do not come in. You sit in the lack and it stays, right? So it is up to you what energy you want to carry throughout. If you are to switch your, right, and see that you are the grand creator of your universe, and the grand creation that you want to create is only sitting, creating, being able to be created from the energies inside yourself. And if your centered energies are telling you that you are in lack, if your centered energies are telling you that you don't have what you are looking for, if your centered energies are telling you that what you want is hard to achieve, if your centered energies are saying that you are unworthy of achieving it, then that is going to be the case. You're going to put reflection in front of the universe, right? And you are going to, like our channeler here, right? We are not going to lie. Like when he was looking for work, right? And look, he's running around looking for work, but stating he doesn't have work, and it is frustrating him, right? And why you are looking for work by stating you are don't have work, and you are sitting in the energies that you are not working, right? And that you don't have work, you are sitting in a traumatic space, right? And your trauma energy, right? The heavier energies of I don't have, it's going to cloud out and overbear and push away what you are looking to receive. You are sitting, ginning up a universe, right? Your energies are a universe, if you are in understanding, and they create what you see in physical. So if you are standing in the energies of I don't have, right? Or it is not here, or I'm looking for, it's not, I am not worthy, or it is hard to achieve, or whatever it is, right? It is out there, right? Not in here. It has to be in here, not out there, right? And so if you are holding it out in front of you, but not keeping it inside you, it's going to be really hard to achieve that. You are going to have energies that are in opposition. And if you have, we have stated before, channeling, right? If you are talking about creating from opposition, there is a short on that. Right? Then you're not going to create, right? You can't push away energy to create, right? And you cannot stand in what is not there, right? So if you are standing in energies that are lack, not having, wishing, then a wish is never going to occur in the manner that you want. If you're wishing you had something, right? I wish I had $1 million. Wish I had $1 million, right? If you had $1 million, then, right? Do you, right? By wishing is not putting the energy in there, right? By sitting in the lack of is not going to create it either, right? You have to feel the $1 million and be the millionaire, right? So what are we saying here? What you are looking to create in your universe, like for your channel here, a job, right? A way to bring in money, right? So you stand in the energy, the passion of that, right? You stand in the energy that you feel that check coming in. You see yourself, whatever it is, helping others on the day, right? Each day, right? You see yourself with purpose, right? And you carry that through in each and everything that you do, right? What most of you are doing is, if you are looking for work, this is the easy example, right? You are looking for work, but you are standing there mostly recognizing that you don't have work, right? So if you are recognizing the energies of not having work, the energies of not having money and not having flow in your universe, but you are looking for that, but you are not looking for standing in the energies that there is flow, right? Already trusting that the flow is coming to you, and that your job that you are looking for is already in your frame. It's already happening for you, right? That you are creating that job, and it is already been given to you, and that you trust your universe. When you do that, you get what you are looking for. When you don't do that, right? When you are standing in frame, out of frame, and you are standing around grabbing and energies in the universe and feeling low and lost and seeing yourself as unworthy, or why me, right? When you are in the poor me's and all that, right? That energy is going to create what? More of that energy, right? If you are standing in the energies of I am grateful for I have, I am grateful for I do, and I am grateful for it is, that's a whole different universe, right? So if you practice the I have, I do, and it is, and I am grateful, then you will see what happens in your universe, right? So I have a job, right? That's what you say, right? I am grateful for it, and it is what it is, my universe, right? And you stand in it, and you move forward, right? It is part of my universe. Pardon me. That is energy, right? Your body can agree, right? So, pardon me, when you are burping, sometimes it is the energies for your universe, for your channel here, it could be the channeling. But it could also be that his body is agreeing with him, right? So when you are standing in a space, right, where you are stating larger truths, you are two. There's not just one of you. You are a duality, right? You know your body is its own entity, and then you are the source with it, right? And so that's why you'll have your trauma body, right? The body is what holds the trauma through the DNA, right? Which is the memory tape, which can hold all of everything that you've ever done. Every time you pick your nose or wipe your ass or blow your nose, right? Every time you brush your teeth, it's marked in your DNA, right? Because you have a memory of it in your DNA, in your mind, in your soul, right? As well. So the question becomes then, what are you pulling off of? Are you pulling off of old memories that are negative and sad, right? Are you pulling off of old energies of things that didn't work in your past, right? Then you are ginning all that up and standing in that frame, and the universe is going to vibrate. You're going to vibrate that out, and the universe is going to have to match that, right? By not giving you what you are wanting, by giving you the lack that you are standing in, right? I am not having a job, and this is terrible, and I feel I'm going to lose my mind. Well, what will happen first? You'll probably start losing your mind, because the universe won't give you a job because you are standing in that energy. But if you are standing in the energy of I trust my universe, I love it, and I feel I feel my purpose, and it's amazing, and I of course you have to do the work. Feet forward, but you are giving the energies to the universe to come back to you. You are giving the opportunities to the universe to wash them back over you, because you are standing in trust. You are not standing in fear, lack, or anger, or frustration, or victimhood, right? Why me? Why is this happening to me? Why me? A lot of us play the victim, and if you are the victim in your universe, then the universe cannot take you out of that space, right? You cannot create a new universe, a new place, a new space from a space of victimhood. If you are the victim of your universe, right? Somebody put you there, what have you, but you are not standing in your frame saying, this is what I created, right? The universe will not pull you forward. You cannot get out of a situation that you are in. Recognize that you created the situation, generally speaking, energetically by yourself. And until you recognize that you are creating your energetic situations, right? That whatever is going on in your universe, you created it. Even if somebody's a partner in crime or somebody else has done something to you, you've allowed them to do that thing to you, right? You created the energies that brought that person into your universe that did something to you, right? So you are still responsible because you are responsible in the end for how you behave with your energies to begin with. So if you want to sit around and drink and smoke weed and throw adult temper tantrums, you can, but you will get what you get from that energy. If you want to get off your Hillary Duff and create your universe and see yourself in a higher space, right? Then you get a higher universe. It's all based on what your centered vibration is. So where are you vibrating today? What are you centered in? He figured out yesterday. It took a while, right? That decentered energy, standing in happiness, trust, and joy is a lot easier than standing in worry, fear, and lack, right? You choose and you create. You are the one. You are the grand master of your energies and your universe. So it's up to you what you choose to do or not choose to do. But if you are looking for a change in your universe, right? Until you shift that, you cannot see change, right? Because you will be seeing the lack. Every time you get up to look for work, you are looking for work against the energies. This is just an example, right? Or looking for love, or looking for whatever it is, or creating something. You are sitting in the, if you are pushing against it, right? If it is heavy or hard, or you don't have, right? You are trying to create, maybe you're trying to build something, but you don't have it right yet, right? But so you are sitting in the energies trying to build it, but sitting in the energies that you don't have it, right? I don't have a job, but I'm trying to find one. This is hard. I do not have a job. This is frustrating. I need a job. When you keep doing that to yourself, right, you are in the needy energies. You are standing outside of what you are looking for because you are telling the universe all the same time, I don't have, I don't have, I don't have. Why you send a resume? I don't have. And you send another one and you don't have. What are you doing to yourself? What energies are you spinning up because you are sending resumes to potential employers, but saying, I don't have a job? Well, then the universe is not going to allow those resumes to get you very far, are they? But if you are sending those resumes with gratitude and love and saying, it's possible, anything's possible, I have no idea where this is going to lead me, I am open to anything and I am free as a bird, right? So I send this with love and freedom to see what the universe is going to provide for me out of, and I let go, right? You have no expectation. You do not sit there and say, this employer has to contact me or this has to be that or anything else, right? You are in loosey-goosey energies with your universe. You are in trust, right? So you are doing your 5 to 10%, right? Your 10%. I'm sending the resumes, I'm standing. But what we are failing to do, most of us don't understand, is to stand in the energies, right? The excitement of what you are doing. Are you excited about what you are doing? Are you excited about the possibilities and the changes? Or are you sitting there doing this as a task that just has to be done, right? When you are sitting in energies of doing a task that has to be done because you are doing it based off of lower energies, right? I have to do this or I'm going to, or if I don't do this, I will die, right? If this doesn't happen, then I will fall apart, right? What we are getting at is, if you are sitting in lower energies and trying to create a universe, you cannot do so, right? You cannot do so out of duress in your own universe either, right? So if you are in a frame, right, where you have to do X, Y, or Z, and you have to do so within a specific time frame, if you are not doing so out of joy, but doing so because you are chasing the time frame, then doing it under duress per se, right? Then it's not going to work out as well for you. Everything is based on your natural energies, right? And what is the center of what you are doing? Why are you doing this to begin with, right? So it's what the starting energy is, the centered energy. So if you are looking for work, for opportunity, for joy, to see how you can expand your universe, right? You can see yourself in a better light and see if you can learn new skills or something, then that is positive, right? If you are looking for work because you are depressed or sad or you have no job, right, then you have not been able to find one, whatever it is that is sad, right? Maybe you're about to get fired, right? And you are looking for work and I am not worthy and this is going to be hard. Whatever it is, you are the grand centered energy, right? So if you are seeing something as hard, it will be hard because you are in a toroidal field that creates hard when you say it's going to be hard. If you are an understanding of these things, you will not say that to yourself. You would then in general, we're going to state this here. Tell yourself that you are loved, right? That you have this job, any job, right? You are grateful for the job that you are supposed to have. Not about the one specifically, right? You would be grateful to, you are grateful for the universe to match your energies, right? And you are grateful for what is coming in. You are standing in positiveness, right? You are feeling the excitement and you are going, woohoo, my universe is going to lift up. I'm going to see a whole better universe and I am letting go. Or are you sitting there going, woe is me? This is hard. I don't know if anybody's going, nobody's responded to me. But have you changed your energies? Or are you sitting in the nobody's responded to me energy and you are putting out another? If you are saying that nobody's responding to me and this is terrible, right? And you are putting out another resume, what is going to happen to you? Nobody will respond to you. It'll be terrible in your mind, right? So you are the grand creator of all this. You are your own grand poobah, so to speak, right? So yeah, exactly. So when you understand that you are the grand poobah of your own universe and that the resume based off of your energies, it's not even based off of generally what you put on there. You could put on there that you play tiddlywinks for a living, right? And you could still get a good job, most likely if you carry the energy, right? I was the world's greatest tiddlywinker. And I trust that the world's greatest tiddlywinker can get a job anywhere, right? Poof. And you let go. And do not bring doubt into your future. You watch your universe away so fast with doubt, with fear, with I don't have, that it's not even funny. It's not even fair anymore, right? You are just, you manifest something. You put it out to the frame. You take it and you release the energy. But are you releasing that energy? What is the centered energy I don't have? And you are begging the energy, universe, right? If you are saying I don't have but I want, you are begging the universe for what you want, right? You are telling the universe, I know I don't have this. I'm going to beg for it. I'm going to say that my energy isn't good enough, right? I can't stand in my own frame and trust that it comes in. I have to beg you for that. And that's not going to work either. You have to realize that you are the grand toroidal field on this planet. Everybody is, right? And what you center inside yourself, energy, thoughts, actions, words, or lack of, right, is what creates your universe. So if you are centered in anything negative, you are going to see negative. If you are centered in positive, then positive results will occur, right? But if you are centered in indecisiveness or what have you, you are not going to get anywhere either, right? You cannot create a universe if you are not sure what you want either, right? So let your universe know what you are looking to have, what you are looking to achieve, and how you see it, right? See your universe 5 years from now. Tell your universe, I see awesomeness 5 years, or better. Do not forget to say or better, right? Because you are standing here now. When you are trying to create a universe, standing here right this exact minute, in the now, this is your current vibration. But generally speaking, have you not noticed that as you move on the timeline, which doesn't exist, that does, right? That as you move forward in your universe, your vibration generally goes up, right? So what you are vibrating forward today, a year from now will be something completely more vibrational, right? So you are in a higher vibrational state. So do keep that in mind, that as you are vibrating in things in your universe, as time moves on, you are going to want to vibrate something even better, right? You're going to stand in an even stronger frame, right? You could do the opposite, though, if you choose, right? Where you don't see our universe and you stand in the lack, right? And so you are looking for something and it doesn't show up and you are yelling at your universe. A year later and it's not there and you are screaming at the universe. You are lost in anger and frustration and whatnot. And there is no way to see the forest through the trees. And why did it not come in? Because you did not ground in the love, right? You sat there grounded in energies that don't allow for things to happen in your universe, right? You are sitting in energies that are showing that you are in lack, right? You are sitting in energies that say, I don't have, and since I don't have, I will never have, right? I'm not worthy thereof, right? When you do these things, that's up to you. The universe has to comply. So what are you looking for in your universe? Tell your universe you are grateful for what you are looking for. Stand in the frame of that. Feel that you have it already, right? It may not be there, right? If you are looking for a new car, right? Try this, right? Stand in the frame of the new car, right? Ah, that new car is amazing, right? I feel it. I am excited when that new car shows up and it smells right. The Corinthian leather smells amazing, right? The fine Corinthian leather. But nonetheless, when you are getting in your car, your new car, your old car, right? Be grateful for that car too. Do not call it a piece of junk and I am ready to get rid of this piece of crap and move on. No, I am grateful. This car served me well, right? I am grateful for it's your energies. It's all about your centered energies. And once you start to stand in it and realize, again, not your traumatized eyes, because if you stand in the traumatized eyes, you'd be like, this car's a clunk piece of shit, right? And I don't like my car. It's a garbage, right? I want a better car, and I'm standing in my garbage car. When you say that, your universe is going to be hard-pressed to bring in a new car because you're already dissing what the universe has given you, that you generated and created in the first place, right? So if you are grateful that the car got you as far as it did, whether it's a clunker or a junker, right? And you are grateful for the vehicle, you are grateful for how it operates, and grateful that you had the opportunity to merge energies with that car, and it carried you through the universe, right? Your toroidal field. The newer car coming in will be, what? Leaning in gratitude first, right? You'll be grateful to see it and have it. Generally speaking, that kind of energy will get you what you are looking for, right? So the gratitude for the old car will bring in the new car in gratitude, right? Of course, you have to have the cash, and nobody's going to give you the car for free per se, right? But nonetheless, Are you an understanding of what we are putting down? Are you picking it up? Because what we are stating is very simple, but yet very hard, right? Because most of us are emotional beings, right? And we sit in the emotions, but we cannot see the logic behind what we are sitting in, right? So if we are sitting in the emotions of I don't have, but I need, you are not going to get. You may, but it may not. It may be hard, or it may not be what you want, right? If you are sitting in the emotions of I know it's not in front of me, but I know it's there, right? Like literally, it's not there, right? But it's there. You have to delineate, you have to find the breaking point in that, right? Where you can stand in that energy, whatever you are trying to manifest. Because if you can't stand in that energy of whether it's there or not, right? When it's not there, it's still there, right? When you can do that and realize, so you'll realize, again, not your traumatized will tell you it'll never be there, right? But your realize will tell you whether it's there or not. If you are standing in the energy that you are worthy, you are standing in the energy that it is part of who you are. You feel that excitement and you are not doubting, right? That's the biggest part. We doubt. Doubting Thomas there is going to kill everything in your universe one day, right? So when you are standing in the frame that it is good, that it is there, that it is part of who you are, and you are trusting and you are it's absolute fact, right? Then you will get what you are looking for. You have to do the work. That's the other part, right? You cannot sit in the divine feminine and just try to manifest it, right? You want to go meditate in the park all day. What will you meditate? Ants on your legs, maybe, right? What might you meditate? Somebody throwing a frisbee and hitting the back of your head, right? What might you meditate? A sunburn. What might you meditate? A stray dog coming by to say hello. What might you meditate? Are you understanding what we are saying here? But if you are sitting there with positive energies, right? You will bring in what you are looking for in your universe. It is all about positives. If you are carrying the negatives, you end up with Charlie Brown energy, right? So if you are carrying the woe is me and the I wasn't worthy and these things aren't worthy and it can't come into my frame and not me and I am not and it won't, then you are going to be like Charlie Brown and you will get hit in the back of the head with the frisbee, or Lucy will pull the football from your foot, right? When you are going to kick it, and then you will fall on your ass, right? Nonetheless, nobody really would do that, but you would be pissed off, right? If you are practicing your place kicks, right? And Lucy is pulling the ball out every time. Well, eventually, though, you would be gullible if you are going to try to kick it again. But nonetheless, that's the energies that we are talking about. A lot of you are carrying those Charlie Brown energies where it's such a hard, far-off task for what you are looking to achieve. It's such a hard far-off energy to achieve that, right? But it's not. Anything you are looking for, the energy is right inside you. You just have to pull it out of yourself, right? To stand in it and to understand it, right? To stand in the energy of what you want. I am worthy. You have to have the worthiness inside yourself. The clues, right? The puzzle pieces that have to be put together in order for you to manifest what you are looking for in your universe. If you are not standing in that energy, if you are standing in the energies of I don't have, you will not have. If you are standing in the energies I have, you will have. Pretty simple stuff here in the universe, right? But a lot of you don't give me time, right? You don't give your universe time to create, right? You are sitting there next morning. Where is it, right? Where is my new Rolls-Royce Phantom, damn it. Most of you will never see that, right? That is very expensive vehicle, but nonetheless, you are standing in your energies, right? Where's my Kia Sonata, right? There you go. We'll make it easy, right? Your Kia Rio, right? So you are standing there, cheap car, right? So it's still, but what's the difference? Here's the difference, though, when you think about this, right? Your Rolls-Royce Phantom and your Kia Sonata, right? Your Kia Rio, right? Will get you to the same spot. You are sitting next to the Rolls-Royce and your Kia at the traffic light, and you are both going to Costco, right? Guess what? You are both going to end up at Costco. It's like the first class, right? If you want to be pampered, you take the first class. But you are going to get there either way, even if you're on the last seat of the airplane. That's what we are getting at. But you have to understand the energies that you are centered in first. Can you do that? Are you carrying anger and frustration and fear and trauma? If you are, and you are trying to manifest something that is going to be loving and awesome in your universe, and you are centered in the fear and trauma, you are not going to get it. That is the point. And a lot of us don't understand. Even your channeler didn't see that until just a few days ago, where he started to wake up to see that, wait, the centered energy is what's going to create. And if you are in fear and lack and seeing that something is hard, it's going to be even harder than it really needs to be. When certain things can be stupidly easy, but you are creating it hard, right? So it's up to you how you see these things, and it's up to you how you stand in the energy. If you let the energy is loose, right? And realize, you have to step out of the traumatized for this one, though, that you are okay, that you are worthy, and that your centered energies is what is creating your universe. When you stand in that centered love, that centered peace, that centered worthiness, and that's most of our problems is the worthiness, right? We are unworthy because the trauma, because the universe has shown we are unworthy. because maybe friends that taught us we are unworthy, our parents, or whatever it is, right? In your mind, in your universe. But you are worthy, you are source. We are all equally worthy of having what? The most amazing universe ever. We are equally worthy of living the highest life ever. We are equally worthy of having the greatest journey ever. But most of us will never have that because we cannot see their worth in ourselves. That is the problem that you are seeing on planet Earth, right? And now we are seeing all kinds of other problems with worthiness and whatnot on your planet. We're not going to discuss anything else other than what you are creating on your planet, though, for yourself in your personal terrestrial field. So where is your energy centered today? What are you doing? Are you grounded in what you are looking for? Are you grounded in what you don't have? That's the other thing, right? What are you grounding in? The lack thereof. I don't have this. It's hard to achieve. Or, no, it's not hard to achieve. I got this. It's not a big deal. Boom. And then you let go. That's the point. Letting go, carrying the energies to pull yourself forward, right? A lot of us, again, do you give your universe even an inkling of time, right? You are looking for a manifestation, right? You need work, right? Again, right? Yeah, just using this because it's a prime example for your channeling here, right? So you need work or a way to inject money into your universe or better, right? So you let go. 2 days later, right? We are not watching SpongeBob, but 2 days later. Are you sitting there fretting in the old energies again? It's not here. What's going on? Did you do any work, first off? Did you send out resumes? Yes or no? Did you let the universe do its magic? That's the biggest thing. Your job is just to see the opportunities and put your foot forward. It's the universe's job to bring you the opportunities first. Are you in understanding? If you are standing in a frame where you are not seeing the blessings of your universe, the love in your life, right? What you are looking for, you are not going to even have those opportunities to come in because you're going to push them away from the universe, right? You may see one or two opportunities, but if you may not even see the opportunity. It may just drive right by you if it even comes past, because it depends on, again, you're centered. It's all 100% based on the energy that is centered inside you as a human that is trying to be, right? So if you are centering your energies in what you have already, it's there. If you are centering your energies in what you don't have, it won't be there. It won't ever show up until you realize that you are the creator of it and it's there for you already. You just have to pick it out of the universe and place it in your frame. It's really that simple. Can you stop tearing down your manifestations through lack, through frustration, through anger, through fear? Can you stop tearing yourselves down through anger, frustration, fear, and your past, right? Most of you are in a space where you can create the most amazing things, right? Your channeler is in an open space, rushing his space, seeing how he is free to create the universe that he is wanting, right? Are you seeing that in your frame when things are open with what you are looking for? Are you seeing what you are manifesting as something easy? Or are you seeing it as the hardest thing in the world, right? You are standing here, so whatever you are trying to create can't be that hard, right? You have made yourself from energy into physical. And if you are trying to create more physical, you already did. You created yourself as physical. Are you in understanding? Use that same energy to create your universe. Not very hard. Releasing transmission. There we go. What are you standing in? What centered energy are you standing in? That's what I learned yesterday. I've been standing in a lot, paranoid, panicked, stricken in some cases. Then everything's not coming together. It's going to fall apart. And even seeing the few missed opportunities I might have had along the way here. But yeah, we can't stand in those energies. I can't, or I won't create. Right? We stand in the energy of trust, love. It's there, exactly. But grateful. All right. So yeah, I will break the channeling out. Like later today, you'll see the channeling from yesterday, and then tomorrow we'll break this channeling out. It'll be a separate channeling on the channel itself, and then we'll do shorts from that as well. So from the good Donna, yeah, grateful. All right. So thank you guys. All righty. So let's get ready to close out for today. We're gonna work with who are we working with here? I only have a couple of stones out, just based on the energy of where I'm at, and I don't I may dig out a few more, but I don't want to dig out too many of them. Today we're going to work with the clear quartz. And see what we got through the clear quartz here. You can ground in. Ground in, what are you trying to create? I'm going to throw in all the positive energies of what I'm looking to create in my universe. All the trust, right? That's a lot of it, is trust, right? Are you trusting that your universe has delivered what you were looking for? So I'm going to put the trust in here as well. All right, guys, so join me if you like. And here we go. With your permission, of course. So take anything that you're trying to create, utilize the energies of the crystal to trust, right? That it's going to come in, to bring that energy that it's going to come in. And we see that it's come in. And we trust that it's come in. All right, we're going to seal this off. Not too much today, but sometimes you don't need that much, right? I don't know. All right, guys. Almost at an hour here. Perfect. All right, so close out with a group hug here. Gonna keep it to about an hour here, and grateful, guys. We will be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. I am going to do live oracle and channeling and whatnot at some point this week. Most likely Saturday. Then we'll set it up for Saturday. There we go. But yeah, we'll be live the rest of the week, and yeah, we'll take it from there. I'm trusting the weather will get better soon. Well, that's something you can pretty much count on there, Debs. That at some point, meteorologically speaking, it's over, but at some point, probably around the 25th of this month, winter will end. So gratefully, 22nd, 23rd, winter will end. Thank God. But we never had much winter. This has been the warmest summer in the history of Colorado. So I don't know, or warmest winter. It feels like summer in the history of Colorado. I poured concrete before. I find this a wonderful change of view, and this cool new machine makes the corner without wooden forms or rebar. Interesting times. Wow, cool. Yeah, generally you got to put the wood out. Like if you've seen them make like sidewalks, they frame it out and then they pour in, and they put the wood out. They frame each one out, and then they pour the blocks. But I guess you don't need to do that anymore. I'd be happy with no snow for now. I'd be curious to see snow. It wouldn't last here, but we're not going to see any snow. Not at all. I mean, if you look at Long's Peak, it's pretty much brown. Downtown brown. Downtown ghetto brown, right? Remember the downtown ghetto? If you ever smoke weed, right? The downtown ghetto brown. At least you don't see that anymore. But favorite guys. Yeah, so we just keep on plodding along here. I watched a video from the same guy I posted yesterday, and you guys know I've been tossing around suspending the channel, suspending myself, canning all, but I'm not. And his number one thing was no matter what, if you started it, there's a reason for it. Keep plodding on, and so we will. But we're not going anywhere. But yeah, I got that double message yesterday, right? It's more you know what I'm learning is I don't know shit. And that's what it boils down to, because if we keep plodding on, who knows anything, right? That's the point. And if you sit in the proper energies, the positive energies, you don't know what you could bring in, right? And that's the whole point. This is all just it's all just an energetic. I'm learning, and hopefully we're learning that it's all just an energetic feedback machine, pretty much. Body agrees. Pardon me. The body gave me an energetic feedback on that, so we'll take that for what it is. All right, guys, let's close out with a Huggy Day group, and we will take it from there. I'd be happy with. Yeah, I'd be happy. I'd be curious to see if it snowed, it wouldn't stick. It would probably last a day. I'd have to get a couple inches on the ground of wet snow before it would even start to pile up. It would just disintegrate. All right. Sometimes when it feels like everything's falling apart, we can see things clear. But But if you feel, wait a minute. Let's see. Sometimes when if you're feeling like it's all falling apart, though, you gotta be careful. That's what I'm learning. we can recognize what's going on, but at the same time, and it's not really falling apart. At the same time, standing in centered energy that it's better, right? That's the point. Which energy are you standing in? Are you standing in the falling apart? The universe has to comply. Are you standing in the, no, this doesn't fall apart, it gets better. And I trust. And really just let go. That's, and then feel it. That's the hard part. We always go like, how do we feel that? How do I feel what's going on, right? You let go. You feel that you step into that universe, but you gotta, it's hard because most of us but can't let go. See the delineation that you're standing in. You stand in the center of it. On one side, you've got nothing's here, and where my universe and woe is me. And on this side, you got open awesomeness. And so when you can stand, find that open awesomeness that's coming in versus it's all going to fall apart. That's when you are starting to partner. You start to partner with your universe a little bit, right? And the universe, you start to partner with the energies. Again, because it's all about Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's all about creation based on your centered energy. And so that's what we're shifting. And hopefully you're shifting it in your end. Are you shifting that? Are you standing? What energy are you standing in? Spatial awareness. Energetic awareness is the number one thing I'm learning to create your universe on planet Earth. Outside of inspired action, it's any action, right? It's what centered energy. What centered energy? What frame are you standing in order to create that? And woof, realizing through my realize, not the that I've been standing in my traumatized, right? The fear, the frustration, the oh my God, what's gonna happen? Ah, no. When you drop that, a whole nother universe. I'm trying to post. Sorry, Sandra. I was saying greetings, but there was a mini barking fest. Oh, nice. Nice to see you, Enspree. Grateful. All right, so let's close this out, guys, and favor, and we can all find the centered energy. So if there's a project you're looking to do, guys, center in on it being done. Center in on it being amazing. Don't see anything other than that. It's not easy. I mean, I've been preaching stuff and I finally just made a flip. I mean, how long have we been doing good donning? And I've been feeling that energy here and there, but to catch it as a flip, right? To realize that I'm not the victim of anything, not at all, and we'll start seeing that. Whew. Fire. All right, so left arm up. Let's close this out. Josh, when things around us in the physical world seem to be chaos, it is helpful to stand back and observe. Oh, always. Be dragonfly energy, right? Stand. That's the way I see it. That's what. Yeah, exactly. Be that dragon, like hover above it, just enough above your problem, to see the solution. Don't look into the problems. Just see the solution. See the fix. See it's done. It's already taken care of. Clint, how you doing, man? If you missed, and I kind of passed out on the live, but. So I didn't even get to say goodbye or anything, but if you missed last night, Clint was live on his channel, and as well, Jimena was live. Was Jimena and Clint's 1 year, congratulations, guys. Their 1 year anniversary, so to speak. Well, yes, they are not together, they are together. And so one day they will literally be together. And, exactly. But however you find love, grateful. And so, yeah. If you didn't get a chance to wish them a happy anniversary, you can go to either channel or both channels and drop a comment. But pretty amazing stuff when you think about it. Universe is going to do what it's going to do. You are not in control. I'm sure Clint banging around on YouTube there wasn't expecting to meet Jimena, and Jimena banging around on YouTube wasn't right. Don't have any expectation. Let your universe do what it's going to do. I'm learning this one loudly. I keep slamming my universe, knocking it down, stopping things because of fear. And I'm done doing that, right? Like, oh, maybe my biggest thing was maybe because I somewhere I intrinsically understood that I was in a multiple lifetime scenario here, right? And I didn't have anything come in for like many lifetimes in a row, literally nothing. I mean, I managed to get an apartment or something, but like no friends, no anything. And so like, so yeah, so my motto would be like next, I would say this generally, it's like everything. Next lifetime, maybe not this one, I'm not worth. Next life, I cancel that now. But so what are you telling yourself, right? What are you saying to yourself? This lifetime or next lifetime? Now or I'm not worthy, so never, right? What energy are you standing in? The last thing I wanted was a chick. There you go. Favor. But yeah, it'll be the cool day will be when they're together in some fashion, like permanently somehow. Um, but yeah, that's how you find one, Clint. The right one. Yeah, he did find the right one. Man, it's amazing. Strong, strong, strong soul, and wish her favor and love. Yeah, especially living in Jalisco in Mexico there, after what just occurred there, and favor that it thankfully it calmed down real fast. There was just a quick reaction, and they didn't like take over the country. So favor to that, but yeah, all right, guys, let's close this out here, and within our prayer, well, we did our prayer for peace, but there'll be a little bit in there for peace, but a little bit different. And here we go, guys. All right, that's yeah, exactly. Congratulations for sure. Grace, hi, Grace, hi. How are you? I didn't even notice you were there. Hi, Grace. How are you? Grateful to see you. Nice to see. How's your universe? Wow. Not too much on the other Discord on the Victor's Discord server. I haven't been on much on Discord, and as of so I may not see you anymore as of the 6th. Then I'm not sure what we're doing with Discord, so I may not be on it any further. But great to see you here. Um, but yeah, depending on if they really require an iris scan to log in every time, then we're not gonna have Discord. I will be done with the Discord server, so we'll find out. But yeah, so like every time you go to Discord, they log you out, and then you got to re-iris scan. So, but favor, nice to see you here. Are you back in the States? You're jet lagged, so yeah, I would assume. Are you back in Arizona? Arizona. There you go. But no, we're not gonna sing the song. But favor, grateful to see you here. All right, guys, so let's close out with a cut at the end here, but we're gonna close out with a group hug, and we're going to release some stuff to the universe and kind of take it from there. Gonna try to post the. Well, that was already yes. Back in Arizona. Oh wow. Okay. Cool. So favor on so Grace is back from her extended stay and but yeah, now you got a double. So that's you cheated, right? So Grace cheated, and although there's not much winter here, but she cheated and went to Australia for the summer, and then now she's back to the States generally at the springtime, right? So she missed winter, but winter kind of missed us anyways. But there's not much winter in Arizona, but still, she got the 100 and change in Australia, which is awesome. All right, guys, so let's close out with a group hug here, and we will take it to see you guys tomorrow. But so from your end, left arm up to the person to your left. Whee! Right arm up to the person to your right. And we will take our heart chakras from our left hand here, and we send it around, big circle, through each of us here. We send our heart chakras around through each and every one of us, and we send love through each and every one of us through our hearts. And as our hearts spin around like the Large Hadron Collider, the atoms, they collect, and they merge into one, faster and faster, until we reach, of course, one big heart. And we spin around faster and faster in that one heart. We connect it like reverse tornado to the greater source field. And we see everybody in the greater source field in love and peace. And we see everybody here in love and in peace. And we see everybody in the greater source field realizing through their realize, not their traumatized, that most of the programming that they've been giving the universe for their lives has been programming of trauma, programming of lack, and programming of not worthy, right? Most of us have been telling the universe what we want, but then programming the universe not to give it to us. Realizing through our traumatized, right, what we want. And of course, pulling out the trauma stops to tell the universe that we don't have it, right? So most of us are not getting what we want. We see everybody today realizing that in order to get what you're looking for, standing in the anticipation of it is the best way. Feeling it, when you can really feel it come in, right? Get that loose going and drop the trauma and go, wait a minute, it ain't here right this minute. Rome wasn't built in a day, and I let go and trust it. My universe is going to bring it in, right? Exactly. Most of us, what we are seeing, most of us do not trust, and we let the universe, who has to take its time creating things sometimes, right, bring doubt into our frame. So we see ourselves today standing strong in what we are looking for. We see ourselves today standing in the appreciation of what we are looking for, and we see ourselves looking through our realized, not our traumatized, at the universe and at the gratitude, there we go, for what we want to create and bring into our frame, into our universe. We see all of the lack the unworthiness and all of that. We wipe that away and stand in the presence of what we are bringing into our universe to create that, which is awesome. You see another guy with no X's or O's, of course, in her sky, and no forever chemicals or plastics in her soil and water. But now we're finding our forever chemicals and plastics in our snow and mountaintops. Favor. And with that, we say hallelujah. So it is, and so it shall be. Whew. I'm convinced. I'm like George Carlin, right? Earth plus plastic. That's why we're here. If you ever watch George Carlin, I think it's again George Carlin. He's like, that's the name of the show. But he's like, Earth plus plastic. Maybe the Earth just brought us here, because it needed fucking plastic. There you go. That's George Carlin. That's best imitation I go. But yeah, right. So who knows? But yeah. So now that it's raining plastic on our heads and snowing plastic on our heads, literally, who knows, right? Oops. What did I miss? Hi, Angie. We just did the closing. We were closing out. It's 11:10, or we've been going on for 1:10. So yeah, it's 10:10. So from 1:10, we've been an hour and 10 minutes, and so yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Dink. 1, 1, 1. We've been an hour and 11 minutes. That's perfect. And 11 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and close out here, guys. But grateful for each and every one of you that is here, and thankful. And yeah. And just like the great wisdom, we just keep plodding along in positiveness. I have no idea what this is supposed to do or be or anything else. We just do, right? That's the point. We just do and keep doing. But it's 11:11 a.m. in Wisconsin. Do you know where your children are? I'm kidding. Do you? Maybe that's why they were saying that. It's midnight, and do you know where your children are? Well, hopefully not on an island, right? But on an island. They're not visiting with, exactly. Favorite, guys, and take a moment. Let's take just a quick moment and hold the universe in your... Give the universe a hug, because Lord knows this planet needs it. And as we shake out all of our traumas, right? And the earth shakes out all of its dramas. Favor, guys. But what's cool is, though, is we shake this all out. There's going to be levels, right? So now, everybody here, all you guys here, there's going to be, as you shake out, you rise up. So enjoy, because ain't nobody going backwards here, right? You're all shaking it out, and we're all rising up, and that's what it's all about. Well, unless you're here for the hokey pokey. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you all in the next, which will be tomorrow. There will be a posting today. I downloaded yesterday's channeling, so I just have to go through CapCut, slide over, and edit to the channeling, and that will be posted up on the channel later today. I'm going to go get out of here, and I'd rather do it at a park than stand in the kitchen or something. So we're gonna get out of here, go look for work, and we're going to look for work. We're going to go let the universe bring in what it's wanting to. There we go. Looking for work. Right. Again, it's all about centered energy, right? We're going to go find something amazing. There we go. All right, guys. Don't forget to watch the tagged video. Oh, definitely. I'll have to go. I might have to wait a minute, because once I click X, it'll close out. I won't see the tagged video, and I can't get back into the chat until this time mañana. So I will watch the tagged video tomorrow. I cannot watch. Nobody can watch unless you want to exit out by the tagged video, which is your best bet. Nobody will see that tag until tomorrow when they repost the chat. So, all right, guys. So if you want to tag out by tagging the video there, that works. But otherwise, guys, I love you. I will see you all tomorrow, and thank you for being here. Those of you who are still here, I want to thank you, because yeah, you've seen enough of my crap and trauma and all this crap. I kind of barf myself all over my channel here. And so I'm just grateful that those who have ridden out the energy there, thank you. Because now you get to see the awesomeness that's about to happen. And so, ha, to those who have left, right? Ha, to those who aren't. But ha, to those who are here, because now we can see all the awesomeness that's about to occur. And I'm this whole new frame thing is amazing. All right, guys. I opened 2 tabs. I just watched it, LOL. I will put it in the comments. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Deb. Because, yeah, otherwise I can't get to it until tomorrow. But, all right, guys. I love you all. See you all in the next. Chisel. Exactly. That's why we're here. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right, guys. Thank you. Love you. Ciao.